All right. Now I just have to reach its head.
Hello gamers, Mambo here. Today I'm going to be going over a few things that I want to discuss as you just finished watching some gameplay that I captured there of Horizon Zero Dawn going on top of the tall neck machine and rappelling down to the ground. I was blown away by the quality of that game, and I'm going to discuss why I think 2017 is going to be the year of the RPG. Now, I'm typically a shooter fan, first or third person, and I'm catching myself getting deeply involved with some of these role-playing games. These are games that require you to go out into the map, craft, hunt, gather, and do all the things that you need to do to complete the game. And I'm going to go over just a few games that I think deserve attention and why I think one of these games is going to be Game of the Year. So first up, we've got The Legend of Zelda. Now, I personally have not played this game. I do know that this is a system seller for Nintendo Switch. I have a lot of friends that are playing the game, and I've even had my hands on some of the game just very briefly at my local GameStop, which I have some friends that work there, and they are adamant about this game. They think it's Game of the Year, and they're very passionate about their game, and rightfully so. This has got a lot of nostalgia with it. Zelda has many other stories that has made it what it is. Today, this game has gotten even larger in scale, storytelling, and a lot of things to do in the game that make this what the fans feel make it Game of the Year.
My daughter.
And next up, Mass Effect Andromeda. The year is 2185, and your space pioneers, building off around the same time as Mass Effect 2. Now, I've never played a Mass Effect game, but it doesn't leave me any less awe-inspired by the size of and graphics of this game. Built off the Frostbite 3 engine, this game looks to be amazing. It looks a lot similar to what I think Destiny was trying to pull with the open world environments, but this takes it to a whole new level. It's got single player, it's got multiplayer, it's got a lot of great graphic fidelity. I think a little bit better than the Destiny game has pulled off, because yes, it is a new year. It should have better graphics, but this looks to be amazing. I don't have it on my radar to purchase, but that doesn't mean I won't do that. This game looks simply amazing. It's going to have a competitive aspect to it with the online multiplayer. You're going to have varying environments. It's going to be an action RPG game. You're going to go out, you're going to go find, you're going to craft, you're going to build up your force, your arsenal to help you accomplish missions. This game is going to be definitely on the radar for Game of the Year, folks. Be on the lookout for Mass Effect Andromeda.
Technology types based on where the tech comes from. Milky Way weapons typically use physical projectile ammunition that's similar to the types of weapon abilities. Like the weapons, there are no restrictions on what skills you can choose, and each of the three main categories is designed to facilitate a certain style of play. Combination Shield or Singularity can disrupt and damage anything or anyone caught up in their powerful grip. Right in and try to flush us out of cover. Sticky Grenades is an advanced version of the Omni Grenade combat skill. They're effective against just about anything, but they have a limited supply. Enemies each have different strengths and weaknesses. For most, headshots inflict maximum damage, but you'll need to pay attention to their health bar.
Next up, we've got Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar's back at it again with a sequel to their Western survival RPG, Red Dead. This sequel puts you in the Wild West, surviving the elements, of course, any RPG would do in the Western is have you go out into the Wild West and survive. Now, this story gives you a brief glimpse into the return of what Rockstar envisioned with Red Dead Redemption 1. And of course, I'm sure the world will be even larger with the creators of Grand Theft Auto now making the sequel to Red Dead Redemption. This game is going to be a must-buy on my list, and I almost bet you it will be a Game of the Year contender. Looking to release later in 2017. We're looking around November. So be on the lookout for Red Dead Redemption 2, and find me out in the Wild West as well. Next up, we got Shadow of War, Middle of Earth. Now, this is a sequel to a game that I really enjoyed called Shadows of Mordor. And in this game, it's going to take everything you did in Shadows of Mordor and go even further. Larger elements, bigger armies, a lot of things to do. This RPG game is going to be amazing. It's definitely a must-buy on my book. And I'm just going to let some of the video play out here, showing you some of the alpha gameplay footage that they released early this week here in March of some of the gameplay that we're going to see come August is an initial release date for this game. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Going to be an awesome game. Going to have to take some time off work for this one, folks. This is also going to be a great RPG that could be Game of the Year.
Our first objective will be to break through the main gate.
You feel it, don't you? This is the power of the Dark Lord.
Releasing and dominating the Drake lets us turn the Overlord's defenses against him.
Let me show you how it's done. This might hurt.
With the Overlord defeated, Fort Saragost and this region of Mordor are ours. Conquering the region rewards us with experience, loot, new followers, and resources. It also creates a personal base from which we train our forces, increase our power, and upgrade our defenses against Sauron's counterattacks. Let's return to the army screen, where we can review our enemies and command our followers. We need to select one to become the new Overlord, so he can spread his influence throughout the region, creating an entirely original nemesis.
For the bright Lord.
And last but not least, Horizon Zero Dawn. This is an amazing game made by Guerrilla Games. The makers of the Killzone series are back at it again, this time with a RPG of a little girl named Aloy growing up in a rough environment that's post-apocalyptic, that's been taken over by rogue machines that are dinosauric in size. An amazing game that I am about halfway through and I can't put it down. I'm loving every second I play it. I'm typically a shooter fan, first person or third person, and I cannot stop playing this game. In my opinion, folks, right now, this is Game of the Year. Typically, you think Game of the Year is a game that comes out early in the year, and this is hitting the stride of the PS4 exclusive in 4K fidelity. I cannot tell you how amazing it is. I catch myself stopping the game with the in-game photo mode and taking snapshots quite often. This game is simply breathtaking. If you're on the fence whether or not you want to purchase an RPG for 2017, because there's going to be so many RPG games out there, it's hard not to pick one up. This is the one that I think you gotta play. Borrow it from a friend, whatever you got to do. Once you start playing it, I guarantee you, after the first 5 or 10 minutes, once you get past the intro, it gets better and better the more I play it. I can't stop playing it, and I can't brag enough about it. This game is my contender for 2017 Game of the Year.
No, 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 off your knees. It's nearly time. And yes, you may speak to me.
You came to bless the naming.
Have not 6 months gone by since we entrusted her to you?
But we are outcasts.
You by choice, and she, well, I am a high matriarch, Rost. I bless whom I choose.
Then you honor us.
Yes, yes, now go, and be ready to declare. Go! Oh, Mother, this child needs a name by which to know her. That your love may warm her life as the rising sun warms all the earth. Speak her name!
Aloy!
And so her name is blessed.
Stop this at once! What have you done?
I've blessed the naming of a child.
Stubborn woman, you call that curse a child? What did she tell you about his birth, outcast? Answer!
I've done only what you asked.
To raise it, yes. We said nothing of love.
Enough.
And you, blessing its name like it was one.
I know my duty to them.
Well, folks, that's going to pretty much wrap up everything I wanted to discuss today and why I think 2017 is the year of the RPG. Have you played any of these games yet? Have you went out and bought yourself a Nintendo just for Zelda? Are you planning on buying any of these games? Leave us a comment in the section below. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Opened up a little thought and discussion about why this year is the year of the RPG. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you out on the battlefield.